So, we heard through the grapevine. Those are better. There's this little Trail 90 needing rescued. Yeah. Don't eat those grapes. So, let's get this little guy out of here before we run out of some light. Got some pug intervention coming over to us. Little chihuahua too. What's up, guys? Oh, I like that gate. Hi, Chloe. Oh, that's huge. We'll do this without hurting as many vines as we can. Oh, you steer it. You alright? Yeah. Ted got me. Oh, there we go. So this little guy has been sitting beside this little shed for several years. We're going to try to bring it back to life. Put this little contraption back over here. No, it's still got gears. It's not seized up. Chihuahua. That was much easier than I thought it would be. I thought it was going to take us, half an hour, 45 minutes to unbury it, but it came right out of the grapevine. Not seized up. Ooh. It's good. I got you, Chloe. What are you doing? Ooh.
Straight pipe it.
I'm thinking so.
Watch out, you got a little dog.
I see her.
You want it picked up too?
Oh. Let's get this little guy rolled up here to our truck. Ooh. Got grape juice on me. The parking brake seized up. Oh, there we go. Let's get this little guy rolling. Okay, so we picked this little guy up last night out of the grapevine. We were bringing it back here, starting to look it over real quick, and we noticed that there's a ton of rust in the fuel tank on this. We plan on pulling the fuel tank anyway and cleaning out the carb and stuff, but there is so much rust in that fuel tank that I don't even want to try to put fuel in it. And if you come over here and look, let me grab a little flashlight here. So as you can see, there is a lot of rust just laying inside this fuel tank. But it's not the worst I've seen. So let's start cleaning this little guy out. Fun part, let's tear this thing down and try to get it running. Being spoiled, I gotta use electric tools instead of hand tools today. How's the meme go? I'm such a lucky, lucky boy. Put the key back in because I'm great at losing those. Ooh, neat. Oh, and this will also let us get to our carburetor to take that off. Ooh. Oh, no lost hardware. I'm great at losing hardware. The Phillips. Oh, I don't need a Phillips. Normally you wouldn't have to take these off, but we have to get to the fuel tank, so we had to take everything kind of loose. I'm surprised that's loose. My use of power tools has ended it just as quickly as it begun. We may be here for a moment, folks. Oh, this is a single cylinder. This thing has 7 less cylinders than I'm used to dealing with. About the same age though. That thing is solid. Hope it doesn't bolt through from underneath. Nope. I'm not a smart man, Jenny, but I know this fuel tank is outsmarting me. So not just 4 bolts. Oh! Helps if I take out all the bolts. I'm a genius. There we go. I made that way harder than it needed to be. Look, Ma, I did it. Now we need to clean that beast off. Oh, it's not coming out of there. Okay, time to soak that beast. There we go. And because I am good at losing things, I'm threading those right back on there. Ooh, that seal looks good. I'm gonna reuse that seal. That does not look good though. That line is rotted. Right off. It's broken. It's a broken line. Get this little guy off here and start cleaning out this carburetor. Fuel is off at least, so it probably didn't get anything down into the carb. And let's let the fun begin. Again. So now a fun old school trick. We got some baking soda and water mixed here, make a nice little paste. Pour that in there. Oh, a little more baking soda than water. That's fine. So that will react with the rust and actually dissolve it. Now, we're going to take some hardware from just a local Ace Hardware here. See how many bolts and nuts I can spill over the ground. So what this is going to do is, as we're tumbling it, helps break up that rust, and it reacts with the baking soda and dissolves it. So you can get the same effect with a chain or anything like that. Wasn't supposed to happen. Even our cap's a little rusty, so that'll help with this too. And because I'm impatient, we're putting this in a paint mixer.
Jesus, that's loud.
Did you want to attach this to a paint mixer? That's gonna be nasty loud.
It's gonna fucking go nuts. Gonna have to run real low speed on that.
So here we have it in the paint mixer. Let's see how bad we're about to mess up. Braced it with a towel so it couldn't walk out of the jaws. Leave it here for 10-15 minutes and come back and see what kind of slurry we create. So we had this on the paint mixer for a couple 3-4 minutes now. Didn't like to really be on there, but it did its job. So, oh yeah. Look at that pure nastiness coming out of that tank.
Shit, that looks a little better though.
Are you sure? Oh.
Well.
I guess better on the floor than in the carburetor. So I was so excited to dig into this carburetor that I forgot to record. But we've been pulling all this gunk out of it. No wonder this thing didn't run when they parked it. But everything else seems to look good. Except little guy here is all destroyed. The mesh screening's destroyed on it. Ordered a carb kit. And hopefully we can get that soon. But I'm going to get this back together and cleaned up just good enough to try to get it running. So it's 2 weeks later now. I just got over the corona. And just getting over a infected tooth. So it's delayed me a little bit. But we're back onto the Trail 90. Hopefully we can get this beast going today.
Spark plug, Jesus, reads pretty good.
Punch the fucking wall.
When was he arrested? Well, he came out here.
Just came out the cylinder. Dust?
Yeah. Alright. Running whichever.
Well, no, which way is...
The fuel's on right now. Okay, now try it. Alright.
You go too fast.
Why are you blowing through the tube?
Trying to figure out which one's reserve and which one is primary on the carburetor. And I don't have an air gun, so I'm full of hot air.
Right.
Okay, so we're getting her put back together here. Gonna need another carburetor. Kinda leaks fuel real bad. Shouldn't be an issue for just trying to get it started. But we're gonna try to start this little, see what happens. New battery. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. Oh, we got the fuel pack off because it keeps leaking. There. Gonna have to order another carb for that or a rebuild. Kickstand's a little rusty.
It's easier to lift from just the back out. Where'd that hammer go? I'll tap it back. Good enough.
Careful, you're leaking fuel.
That'll be alright.
No, he's in like third gear or something.
Yeah.
I think he's alcohol.
So I would say from Grapevine to running, that was a pretty good success. You know, it fires up, you know, one kick. Yeah, we have a carburetor issue here on this one. Horn works with the key on. But we're going to try to get a whole fleet of these little guys going and ride them to the Sturgis Rally in 2024. Should be a blast. One of them is going to be pink.